Hi you guys, it's your girl Anna Bed and I'm back here again with another video. So today's video is going to be like a follow-up slash things that I took with me to the Dominican that I didn't really need. Also things that I needed that I didn't have but my surgery sister had. So I have my little book and I'm also going to be reading some notes from my phone because I'm just like, I don't feel like writing it all down, so I just have the notes on my phone. But before we get into the video, I just have to do a little promo, just a little bit of promo, y'all. So I have on my Bossy Lashes. Check your girl out. I will leave the link to my website in the description below. And also I have on my Creamsicle Delight, which is my top seller, my lip gloss. So now that we got the promo out the way, let's go ahead and get into the video. So as you guys should know, I went to the Dominican Republic to get plastic surgery. I had a tummy tuck and a BBL, and I also had some chin lipo done. And so I made a video before I left, and I just mentioned like everything that I took with me, but some of the stuff I didn't even use. And like I said, some stuff I needed and I didn't have it, but my surgery sister had it. So let's go ahead and go over like the things that you need, don't need, and stuff like that. So as far as the Chuck's pads, I bought 18. Now I came home with a few Chuck's pads, not many, but I would say 18 is good. And baby wipes. I only bought 2 packs. I would up it to 3, you know, because you know you wiping yourself and stuff like that. And 2 just wasn't enough. Like towards the end, I ran out. So bring 3 just to be safe. The body wipes, I would say bring 1 pack because I had 1 pack of 48, and I came back with like 1 whole pack because I bought 2. So 1 should be good. You can bring 2 if you feel like you need to, but 1 is enough. Compression socks, y'all. So 2 is good, but I had 1 pair that actually looked like socks, and I had another pair with the toes out. I hated the one with the toes out, so that's just me. I didn't like them. You could try them if you want to, but I hated them. My exfoliating glove, I only used the glove 1 time, and it was the night before surgery with my Heavy Cleanse. And Heavy Cleanse, 1 small bottle is enough because I only use it 1 time. Probably never gonna use it again until I have plastic surgery again. I didn't use my little spray bottle. The Kroger Poise pads. So I bought a pack, I think it was a pack of like 36, and that was more than enough, y'all. Like, you don't have to bring 10 packs of Poise pads. Like, it don't even take all that. Like, I had a pack of 36 and I came home with a couple of them. So 1 pack is enough. You can leave your bio oil at home because that's for scar treatment, and you have to give your scars time to heal and to close before you use any of those things, so you can leave that at home. The arnica gel, I bought 2 and was actually thinking about buying another bottle, but I didn't even use 1 whole bottle. Like, we used a little bit because the ladies who did my massages, they had their own stuff. Like, they had their own oils and creams and gels and all that. They already had all that, so I didn't really need arnica, a lot of it. The Med honey, the Manuka honey, you can leave that at home too. I mean, I didn't use it. You can bring it if you want to, but I didn't use mine. For the medicine, I would bring some Tylenol PM. Like, bring your Tylenol, but also bring Tylenol PM because after surgery, I don't know about y'all, but sleeping is a thing in the past for me. Like, I sleep like maybe 1 hour, wake up like every freaking hour, every 2 hours if I'm lucky. So bring those PMs. And I didn't use this. I never really used vaginal medication before, like Monostat and Vagisil and all that. I never really used that before, but I heard that, you know, taking all those antibiotics and just all the medication period could throw off your pH balance and cause you to have like yeast infections. So I didn't need it, but you never know. bring your vagina medications, and definitely bring your own medicines. So if you watch my video, you would know that I bought my own medicine. It saved me a lot of money because if I would have got my medicine out there, I probably would have paid like $250 to $300, and I only paid $100 at my pharmacy. So my furry slippers, y'all. The Dominican Republic is a very hot tropic place. Furry slippers, you don't want to wear furry slippers, okay, unless you're just planning on staying in a recovery house or your Airbnb the entire time. But we was moving around. We was going to like doctor's appointments and stuff like that, and all I had was my furry slippers, and they were hot. And I say bring 1 pack of gauze and 1 pack of surgical tape, just in case, like whenever you go to the doctor, your post-op visits, only your doctor is supposed to change your gauzes and stuff. So the one time that I had to use gauze and tape was after getting my massage with all the oils and stuff, my tape started peeling off, so I had to put more tape and like change out the gauze myself. So something that you need that I never used, but the thrombosid ointment. Like I never used it, but they kept asking me, do you have your thrombosid ointment? Do you have it? They just kept asking, and I'm just like, no, I have arnica, but they weren't really trying to use the arnica like that. They wanted that thrombosid. So make sure you bring your thrombosid. And I don't know why I wrote gauze and tape again, but let me just go ahead and say that the paper tape is good. It holds on tight, but it holds on tight. Like whenever it's time to take it off, it's peeling your skin off. And I had the hardest time. I was in tears trying to take that tape off. So I bought the NextCare tape. It's the blue tape. It's for like sensitive skin, and it's still tape, y'all, but it's a little better. It's not like peeling my skin off, you know. And what else? Okay, the arnica pills and tea. My surgery sister, she gave me arnica pills, and it brought down the bruising like a good amount. And I didn't start drinking the tea until I got home. So, you know, that's something that you can bring with you if you want to. And one more thing, no, 2 more things. Bring a robe. Now, I didn't bring a robe. I bought like gowns and stuff like that. But to be honest, you ain't gonna feel like keep putting a gown on, taking it off. Especially if you got like your arms on or something. Just bring a robe. Bring a robe. Bring a robe, okay? And this one last thing is like super duper important for me because I went with Dr. Mercedes and I got chin lipo, and you know, he charges like an extra $400 or whatever to do chin lipo, and I thought that the garment was included. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought the garment was included, but it wasn't. I had to pay an extra $60 for a basic chin garment. Something that I could have got from Amazon for like $10 to $20. So bring your own chin garment. But before you bring your own, ask your doctor, because I think another girl, she had chin lipo and her doctor just gave her the garment. So ask your doctor, but if you're going with Mercedes, he didn't give the chin garment, so get your own garment, okay? So now you guys are gonna move on to the notes. I just took like a bunch of notes on my phone. I tried to put it in order as best as I could. But if it's a little out of order, please just, excuse me or whatever. So the first thing that I have written down is bring extra money. Bring extra money, okay? Don't just come up in there with just enough money for your recovery house and just enough for surgery. No, because whenever we got there, they slipped in a little extra, on the side, whatever, like you have to take, well, no, I wouldn't even say they slipped it in, because it was in the not included section, but I didn't know how much it was. It was the pulmonology test, and that was $130. It was $133 for us, and my surgery sister, she had to take an extra test because she was over 45, and that was like an extra 150 or something like that. So bring extra money because you never know, you know, what is gonna pop up. And then also bring extra money because I went out there thinking that I was getting a BBL and Lipo, but I ended up getting a tummy tuck, which cost extra money. It was like an extra, what, $700 or something like that. So bring extra money, okay? And then of course you wanna do stuff. You might want to eat, you might want to get like souvenirs, which I did. Just bring extra money. I would say bring between $8,000 and $9,000. I wouldn't recommend bringing over like $10,000 or over because I think you could get stopped in the airport if you have like too much money on you. So bring between $8,000 and $9,000 with you. Bring small bills. Bring small bills, y'all. Like the whole time I was like, damn, I need to go to the bank. But then now realizing like I'm in the Dominican Republic, there is no Bank of America, there's no Chase, there's no American money around here, you know? And also get pesos. Now, from my experience and other girls' experiences, like if you pay in American dollars, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get jacked a little bit. So pay in pesos, okay? So whenever you're paying for your recovery house and for your doctor, pay that in American dollars. They want American money. They might take pesos, but they want that American money. But whenever I say paying pesos, I mean like when you go to the pharmacy or when you're paying for food or just going to the grocery store or something, pay in pesos. So you guys, another thing that I wrote down is go to the Dominican Republic a few days early, if possible. Go to the beach, y'all. Like, watch my vlog. The beach is beautiful, and that's not even the only beach in the Dominican Republic. That was Boca Chica, and it was about like 30 minutes away from a recovery house, and it's beautiful. It is so beautiful, like for real. So the restaurant that we went to in the video, it was called, I can't remember, Saint Tropez. And the second video, I didn't record the second part, but we went the next day to the beach, and there was actually like sand and everything, like you could walk from the sand into the beach, you know? And the name of that restaurant we went to get there was called the Nancy. So definitely try to go a few days early, do some stuff, you know, go sightseeing, go to the mall, I recommend the beach because it's so pretty, it's so beautiful. So definitely try to get there like a few days early if you can. Y'all, bring your passport everywhere you go. I mean, like, especially to your post-op and pre-op visits, bring your passport. I bought my passport everywhere, and I'm glad I did because it's like everywhere you went, they wanted to see your passport. So make sure you have your passport. Don't get caught up in these Dominican Republic streets without your passport. Bring your passport. They don't want to see your ID. They don't want to see your birth certificate. They want to see your passport. So let's talk a little bit about recovery houses. When you're looking for a recovery house, I mean, everybody wants to stay somewhere nice. You don't want to stay somewhere, you know, where it's nasty and just ugly and stuff like that. But at the same time, don't make luxury your #1 priority, because I mean, they have some really nice places that are qualified and you will get taken care of like really well. But I mean, some places, like, they look nice and that's it. They don't even have hospital beds. Like, they don't even have qualified nurses. You know, everything is just off except it looks good. You know what I'm saying? So try to make sure that you go somewhere where the nurses are certified. You also want to try to get you somewhere where there's an in-house masseuse, because after surgery, especially like the first couple of days after surgery, you're not going to feel like, you know, get in a car, which is going to take about 10 minutes for you to get in a car, 10 minutes for you to get out the car, to go to a massage, take 10 minutes for you to get in, 10 more minutes for you to get out. Just try to find you somewhere that has an in-house masseuse. Make sure the nurses are A1. You know what I'm saying? What else? So I stayed at Better Recovery House, and the cooks were A1. The nurses were A1. I love all the nurses. Like, I want to point out somebody, like, in particular, but they were all just awesome. They were so sweet. Oh my God, I miss them so much. Like, for real, I miss y'all so much at Better Recovery House. Y'all were amazing, amazing. And the masseuse was A1. Like, there are two masseuses. So there's Betty. She's there, like, I think Monday through Friday. And then there's Weasel. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's there on the weekends. And they are both, like, really, really, really good. But aside from getting my massages in-house, like, after a couple of days, I was like, okay, I really want to try this lady, Maria Massages. And her name is Maria Massages on Instagram. She is the bomb.com, okay? Like, I like the massages at Betty's, but I love Maria's massages. Like, she does this paraffin wax as well. And you can actually inbox her and see which recovery house she works at, because I think she told me that she worked at a recovery house. Like, she goes there to that recovery house and does the massages. But yeah, it was A1. It was A1. And I also bought my 360 phone from her. I don't have it on right now, but I bought my 360 phone from her, and it was A1, like, for real. That was the only thing that, like, kept the swelling down. Because when you get lipo, the tummy tuck doesn't really hurt. Like, the muscle repair is tight, yeah, but what makes it hurt is all the fluid and all the swelling and stuff. So once I put that on, I felt so much better because it compressed so well. And I bought that from Maria at Maria Massages. So, still on massages, y'all. The massages are painful. I'm a crybaby. I'm a crybaby. So, you know, you can take it with a grain of salt if you want to, but the massages are no joke. I'm trying to tell you. So they say take your pain meds like 30 minutes or whatever before your massages. This stuff still hurted. Like, it hurt like hell. I cried. Like, the first 3 days of my massage, I was crying. Like, I was crying so bad one time. Lisa had to stop. She was like, I can't do your massages if you're crying like this. I'm like, just keep going. Just keep going. But they hurt like hell, okay? I would recommend that you take your pain meds like 30 minutes to an hour before your massages, because 30 minutes just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So let's talk fajas just for a little bit. So I bought my second stage faja from Mercedes office. And I can honestly say that I regret that purchase, because the first faja that I got from them, tried it on, it was like tight as hell. It was a large. I'm a big ass girl, okay? A large? I mean, it was so tight. Like, it was so tight. It was cutting me in places that I don't want to say, but it was cutting me. And I just knew I was gonna be chafe in that area. And I just took it off. I'm like, I'm not wearing it anymore. I put it back on my stage 1 faja. I didn't care about nothing. I'm like, I'm not putting this faja back on. So you could kill all that. So whenever I went to my post-op appointment, I just bought a new faja. I asked Mary, his assistant, if I could exchange it. Like, will y'all take this back? Y'all throw it in the trash? I don't even care, but I'm not wearing this. And I just spent $150, so it would be nice if y'all could exchange it for me, because I continuously ask them over and over again, like, are you sure this is gonna fit? You sure? You sure? You sure? Because it's a faja. Like, you can't return fajas. It's already gonna be all up in your coochie and your booty and stuff like that. But they kept telling me, yes, it's gonna fit. But whenever I made it to the recovery house and they put it on me, it did not fit. So they exchanged it for, hold up, I'm lying. The first faja they gave me was an extra large, not a large. So the second faja was a 2X. And it was still tight. Like, it was still tight, but it felt so much better. It's supposed to be tight, but I didn't like the fact that it was kind of tight around my booty and my hips. That's what I didn't like. And the lady who does your post-op, like change your bandages and stuff, she put it on me. She was like the littlest thing. She was so freaking cute. She was like the littlest thing, and she put that faja on me by herself, like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. But yeah, I'm not gonna say that I recommend the faja at the doctor's office. It was a Maria E, and I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. You might. I didn't like it. I would go somewhere else. And also, that faja didn't have a back seam. So for your back seam, it's supposed to go up your back, like straight from your crack all the way up your back. And it didn't have a back seam. So whenever I was getting a massage with Maria, she told me to go to Alexander Faja, make them put a back seam, because she said that's like probably why my back was so freaking swollen. So I went to Alexander. They put the back seam and they tightened the faja, which was too damn tight again, but at least it was compressing here and not here. And yeah, so I would recommend the Maria E. I didn't like it. Okay. So y'all, whenever y'all get your fajas, make sure you get your faja to fit your booty and your hips. Make sure you get your faja to fit your booty and your hips. You can always take it in at the waist later. So I ordered me a tributo faja, and I asked on in the Facebook group, like, what's your favorite faja, because I just knew that I was gonna get another faja, and everyone was saying tributo. So I put in my measurements and everything, and it's gonna be custom to fit my body. They're gonna make it to fit my booty and my hips, and then they're gonna, you know, it's gonna press here and not here. But whenever I got home, I had to buy me another faja. But I'm explaining it later. I had to buy me another faja because the other one was so tight, I couldn't close it. So okay, and someone asked me like you know, I get questions like, why did you pick Mercedes? Like, why? So the first thing that I did was I tried to find a doctor who did good work on bigger girls. Now, I'm not like a 300-pounder or up. I'm still in like the low 200s. But I wanted to find someone who did really good work on big girls. And I'm just like, if you could slay a big girl, like slay her, I know you could slay me. And that's just like, that's how I went about it. I also wanted someone who was safe, didn't have like a ton of debts, you know, and stuff like that. Mercedes, I think he had like 2 debts, and they said like it was from negligence, like the girl was sick already and he still performed surgery on her. I mean, that's very sad, but I just was like, well, I know I'm healthy and everything, so the odds of something going wrong with my surgery are low. There's still a chance that something could go wrong, but the odds of something going wrong is very low. So, you know, that's another thing, his safety. And how long he's been doing surgery? He's been doing surgery for a while, and I stalked his Instagram page like no tomorrow. And I'm also in groups, surgery groups on Facebook. Girls, they have nothing but good things to say about him. They love his results. They say his bedside manner is phenomenal, which it is. Like, whenever I'm at his office, like post-op or anything, he comes over to you like, hey baby, hey beautiful. You know, if you have a concern, they answer your questions. So that was like really important for me, because I'm just like, if I do have a complication, I would like for y'all to respond to me, because it's kind of scary, you know. And also, something else that's important, well, I found out that it was important that your doctor go over the muscle when doing, like, injecting the fat into your booty. It's important for them to go over the muscle rather than under the muscle. That's just what I heard. I don't really know the difference. But yeah, I made sure that my doctor that I chose went over the muscle instead of under. Mercedes said he definitely goes over the muscle because it's the safest way to do it. And then I like my doctor. I loved my doctor. Like, him as a person, he's awesome. He's very sweet. He's very nice. He's very kind. And, you know, I feel like he really takes pride in his work. Like, looking good after surgery is just as important to him as it is to you. Coming out of the surgery alive and healthy and well is just as important to him as it is to you. He cares about his reputation. He cares about us. He checks on us. He makes sure everything is good. So I love him. I love everything about him. So you guys, after surgery, of course you're gonna be in pain. Like you're going to be in pain. There's really nothing that you can do to dodge that. Like you're taking pain meds, yes, but I feel like the pain meds, unless you're taking like that hard stuff, which I wasn't about to do, unless you're taking that like really hard stuff, the pain meds, they take the edge off. They don't like alleviate the pain completely, if you know what I mean. So for me, the first 2 days were not good. Like, after I left from the clinic, after I get my surgery done the next day, it wasn't good. It was so different because I had never had surgery like this. I had never had like cosmetic surgery. I've never been put under before. So my body was like, really? What are you doing? What did you do that for? What you did that for? So I was not okay like the first 2 days. I cried multiple times throughout the day. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm really not. I'm just saying, like, that's just me. Like, I don't know how to deal with it. Like, it was more discomfort than pain. The only time the pain came on was because I was so freaking full of fluid. I was so swollen. That's where the pain was. It was like discomfort, pain from all the fluid. It was annoying. And I was like really annoyed because, you know, the Dominican Republic, the recovery house that I stayed at, they have AC in all the rooms except for like the dining area. And that bothered me. Like, they have fans, which helped it like a ton. But I mean, I don't like being uncomfortable. I don't like being hot. I'm a drama queen. I am a huge baby, especially when it comes to being hot. So I guess that's where like all my frustration came from, especially the first couple of days, because you're in pain and you like uncomfortable and you get a little warm. It was just bad. But I would definitely say like get surgery in the fall or the winter. But then again, I say that because I want to recover here in Houston, Texas in the fall and in the winter. Now in the Dominican Republic, it's hot like all the time, except I think they said maybe like January it cools down a little bit, but it's like always hot. So yeah. So whenever it came time to pee, I never got a chance to get my little PEs or whatever it's called. I never got it, but I didn't really need it because in your faja, your hole is big enough, you know, big enough in the middle for you to like pee and sometimes poop. It depends. I guess the placement of your booty stuff or whatever. And so the first couple of days I could not figure out how to do it. I'm like, how am I gonna pee through this hole and not get my faja wet, you know? But I figured out a way to do it. So I was so afraid to like bend my knees and like put pressure like on my booty and my legs and stuff like that. So I just like spread my legs wide like over the toilet and got like as close to it as I could and just peed. And it worked. It definitely worked. Now after I think like 3 days, I was able to like sit down because after surgery you ain't about to do no squatting. You not. So I was able to sit down And I was like, okay. The first time, like whenever I was sitting on my booty, it felt normal. Like my booty didn't hurt a lot unless I was sitting down on it for a long time. Then my booty would hurt. Like at night, I have to sit on my butt on my pillow, so my booty would hurt a lot. It was very uncomfortable. But yeah, sitting on the toilet for like the little few minutes here on there, it wasn't anything. So pooping. You guys seen that I bought my Dopalex. I didn't even use it. I mean, by day 3, I was like, I think I need to use the bathroom. Because with the tummy tuck, it's confusing. It's like, do I need to use the bathroom? Or it's just feel weird? But I was like, I think I need to use the bathroom. So, went to the bathroom and I actually used the bathroom, no problems or anything. But it took about 3 days post-op for me to go, number 2. And every day after that, I didn't have any problems. And then whenever I got home, it became like 2 or 3 times a day. I mean, it's TMI, but it's something that you need to know, you know what I'm saying? So whenever I got home, I was going like 2 to 3 times a day. That's good for me. I mean, I think it's good. And sneezing after surgery. Now, you guys, I have very severe allergy, you know, and it's bad. I'm always sneezing all the time. Like, I don't know. But God had so much grace and favor for me because he must have knew that I was going to get this tummy tuck, because the entire time I was in the Dominican Republic, I didn't sneeze not one time. And that was something I was afraid of. I was so scared. I was like, God, please don't let me sneeze with this tummy tuck. I'm already in enough pain. Please don't let me sneeze with this tummy tuck. I did not sneeze not one time until I got home. The first time I sneezed, it didn't hurt. It was just like my muscles contracted like really tight. And I was just like, oh my God. But yeah, so sneezing after surgery, I don't know about the first couple of days after surgery. I can imagine that it hurt and it's very uncomfortable, but I was fortunate enough to sneeze like a week or so after surgery, so it wasn't that bad. So after surgery, the swelling of your vagina, that stuff is so real. Your vagina gets so swollen. And I'm thinking it's because of the hole in the faja, so it's like kind of just sticking out or whatever. But the swelling of the vagina is very real. It doesn't really hurt. It's just swollen as hell. So that's a few things after surgery. So like I said before, ask your PCP to fill your prescription. All you have to do is ask your surgeon for his or her medication list. Go to your PCP and say, hey, can you fill all of these or most of these for me? I was fortunate enough, my doctor, she filled everything all the way down to the injection. She filled everything. So yeah. And I was able to save like probably $200 because I heard that it's very expensive if you buy it out there versus here. I only paid like $108 for all of my medications. And make sure that you bring your iron. That's one thing I forgot to buy. So make sure you bring your iron. And my doctor gave us like, I think it was 14 blood thinner shots. I took 1 shot every day. Well, my nurse administered it for me. 1 shot every day in my thighs. The whole time I was there. And then whenever I got home, I did it like 2 or 3 more times. But after that, I was like, okay, I'm tired of giving myself shots. So I just took it upon myself to stop the shots. I'm okay, I'm fine. But that's just me. Do what your doctor says. Don't listen to me. But that's just what I did. So another thing, go to the pharmacy. If you have to go to the pharmacy or something, go to the pharmacy before you have surgery, because they have like a mobile pharmacy there, or someone who delivers pharmacy stuff to you, but they will charge you a lot of money to deliver something to you. So I didn't have my iron pills like I just told you guys, and the iron pills out there are like $13, $14, and they were trying to charge me $35 for some iron pills. And I thought it was because the iron pills are just damn expensive. No, the iron pills are like $13, $14, but they charging you on top of that so much money to bring it to you. So make sure you go to the pharmacy and get everything you need. Yeah, just do that. And I say go before because I just thought that was ridiculous. That was crazy. So let's talk a little bit about the pain pump. I did not get the pain pump, but I was in the house with some girls who did get the pain pump. One girl, she got the pain pump and she said it didn't work. It didn't do nothing for her. She was in so much pain. It was terrible. Now, 2 or 3 of the other girls, they got the pain pump and it worked for them. They said, you know, while I was working, it was the best thing in the world. It was awesome. And I think it's full of morphine. Like, it's just morphine. So whenever they got the pain pump removed, they were having like bad withdrawals. Like, I don't know if maybe they were feeling dizzy or they were just, I don't know, but they just said that they had bad withdrawals. And one girl, she had like wherever they put the pain pump in, it made like a huge bump or something on her wrist. So make sure you research this pain pump that you're going to be paying a lot of money for, and make sure it's something that you really want to do. I'm just saying. So let's talk about the flight home, y'all. So if you can, or if you want to, upgrade your seats to first class, because from what I've seen, there's a little more leg room, and also the seats are a little wider. Now my hips, they not the widest, however. Like, they got people with way bigger hips than me, but my hips were having a little trouble, you know, fitting in them seats. So on the ride home, I had seats on row 8, and on the plane that I was on, the seats on row 8, I had a ton of leg room, but at the same time, the seats were smaller. So upgrade to first class if you can. And from what I've seen on my Netflix, I was able to download movies. So I downloaded me some movies for the plane ride, just to make it like go by a little faster. And this is so important, y'all. So I got wheelchair assistance. If you ain't know, you better get you some wheelchair assistance, because you're gonna need it. Like, after surgery, it was so lit at the airport. Like, I just went to them and I was like, I need wheelchair assistance. But before you do that, you have to set it up with whoever you're flying with. I flew with American, so I just called American and told them that I need wheelchair assistance. And I had to get a letter from Mercedes. Make sure you tell them to give you a letter, because they asked me for the letter at the airport. And then, yeah, so make sure you get your wheelchair assistance, y'all. So whenever I got to the airport, I told them I need wheelchair assistance. They gave it to me. Then they asked me for my letter. I gave it to them. And y'all, they wheeled me around everywhere I need to go. So I'm flying internationally, so I have to go through customs or immigration or whatever all over again. That man or woman, whoever it was that was pushing me, wheeled me throughout that whole airport. Now, if I was walking with a tummy tuck, I don't think I would have got too far. So make sure you get your wheelchair assistance. Make sure you get your wheelchair assistance. If you didn't hear nothing else in this video, make sure you hear that. So I heard of some people flying with their phones and boards on the plane, but I just wasn't willing to take that chance, because what if they stop me and be like, you need to take your phone and boards off? Then I have to take my phone off, take off the phone and boards, put it back on. It's already hard enough to put that thing on. So I would say don't use foam and boards, but My forehead was so freaking tight. On the plane ride, it was like digging into my sides and it was hurting so bad. It was burning because you know that fabric digging so tight into your waist, it was hurting so bad. So whenever I landed in Miami, I made it through security and everything while I'm just sitting in a little waiting area by the American. I went to the bathroom and I put my phones back in. Now I had to undo my faja, put my phones in because it was digging in my skin so freaking bad. And whenever I was trying to close it, I was in that bathroom for like 30 plus minutes trying to get that faja closed because it was so tight. And I just didn't care because it was so tight and it was digging into my skin. So that's something to think about. I think maybe I could have put pads, but I just didn't want to chance it because I really didn't want to take the faja off, but at the same time I didn't know it was going to be hurting so bad. So this is my last tip for you guys. This is like a no-brainer, but at the same time you need to know this. Save money for your aftercare. Save money for your aftercare. Like some people don't even save money for massages. It's crazy. So I got I want to say maybe I got like 9. No, it can't be 9. Maybe about 7 massages while I was in the Dominican Republic. And then whenever I came home, my massage lady, I'm going to leave her Instagram. She is thebomb.com in Houston, Texas. She had a special for 6 massages, so I just bought 6 massages from her. And she comes to my house and do my massages. And she thebomb.com, but make sure you save money for aftercare because I had to buy a whole new faja. This faja right here was only $100, and I bought this one because it was way less tight, like tight enough, but less tight, like to where it's not hurting me. And I'm also able to close it myself. So I had to buy this one. Plus, I have a tributo on the way, and the tributo is like $160 or $70 or $80, $180 about. So save money for your aftercare, and the massage is not cheap. The massages are not cheap. So my massage lady, she had a special. This was just a special that she had. You get 6 massages for $300, and I had to pay them $300. So I would say save at least like $1,000 to $1,500, maybe more. It depends for aftercare, because aftercare is important, like to molding your body, getting rid of all that fluid, and doing all that good stuff. So that was all the notes that I have for you guys, and I don't think I missed anything. If I did, make sure you leave your extra tips and everything in the comments. Make sure you leave me a like and make sure you subscribe. But before you go, I want to show you this body. But let me just tell you that from what I've seen, the videos and the pictures don't do my body enough justice. Like, it doesn't. So right now, I only have on my faja. I don't have it on any boards, and my stomach is hella swollen. So my booty is starting to shape out. It's getting more round, but you know, in my stomach, the swelling is going down. So it's giving a little bit of booty. I think it's definitely gonna get better with time, especially when the swelling go down. But one thing that I love is these freaking hips, y'all. And like I said, the videos and pictures do no justice. It don't. This man gave me hips and booty that I never had. It's crazy. My back is flat, but still swollen. I'm only 3 weeks, y'all. So this is just my little 3-week update. So I will be doing another update. I'm not sure when, but be looking out. Y'all. And let me just say one more thing. The pain don't last always. Get your body done, sis. If you want to get your body done, get your body done. The pain don't last always. And don't go out there all scared and nervous. Like, don't attract all that negativity and scaredness to you. Don't do that. Go out there, get it done, enjoy the enjoy the experience, enjoy your time out there, and be snatched. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So you guys, make sure you leave me a like, comments, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.